All right, right now straight to flag football. Let's tell you that the Nigeria Federation of American Football and the American Football Association are already embarking on Africa's largest football grassroots development campaign. The program, as we already know, tags One Ball, One Flag, One Future, which is meant to create more awareness, develop flag football, not just in Nigeria, but in the continent, which is Africa. Within the week, NFAF and NAFA had to start by sharing 2,000 football 5 belts as a nation movement for the development of flag football in Nigeria. The highlight of the event was official equipment unveiling, flag football demonstration, stakeholders engagement. At the same time, we had lots of people to network with, and national rollout of presentation. We have seen massive growth. When you talk about the Nigeria Federation of Africa Football, or American Football to be precise, at the same time to Nigeria American Football Association, they have been working so hard to see how they can take flag football to the next level. Don't forget, Los Angeles 2028, we shall be witnessing flag football, and Nigeria is not missing any words but telling the world that they are gearing up to ensure they get to that point. For this massive one led by Babajide Akeredolu and Seyo Batola, they have absolutely done so well, taking flag football to the level where we have seen it right now. Let's take it straight to the interview session.
It means we understand the gaps in infrastructure and the equipment that is needed to help grow the sport properly in the country. And through our partners, NFL Flag, NFAF, and of course the Cleveland Browns Nigeria, we've been able to try to slightly address the gap and see how we can support schools and institutions and grassroots initiatives with equipment so that the sport can actually grow exponentially in the country.
Okay, so the achievement is that we started in Lagos with just a few schools, but now we've gotten to over 25 states in Nigeria. The game has grown from playing like just about 300 people to we have over 11,000 kids playing. Last year we also introduced the Gridiron Gems initiative, which has introduced the sports, not just the sports, has provided coaching opportunities for women, ranking over 2,000 of them. The national team has been created and has gone to Cairo and back. There's so much that is going on within the organization. We've gone from literally zero to over 15,000 people who are aware of the sports in Nigeria.
We understand that a lot of sports that are available to engage in Nigeria have equipment. If you talk about soccer, you can walk into a store, a shop, and a kid can go buy a ball, right? You can walk into to get a basketball, but you can hardly go into a store and ask for an American football, a flag football flag, right? Because even the people selling do not know. So part of our mandate at NAFA is not just to expand the game, because expanding the game knowledge-wise, ability-wise, engagement-wise is not enough. We need to also try to have equipment readily available for people who are already taking up the sport to be able to engage in. And one of the first steps to that is this One Ball, One Flag, One Future project one, because what we're doing is not for now, it's for the future of the sport in the country. Like I always say, we know we have some sports that are the heavyweights, but American football, flag football is slowly creeping up, getting up there, and this is a very huge step to that.
This means a lot to the development of the game. Similarly, like in my organization, NAFA, we realize there are huge gaps in the game. One of the big things in the sport is if you don't have enough equipment, you can't develop the sport as deeply. 2,000 balls being proliferating across Nigeria, it exponentially increased the access to play and opportunities to play for kids. I think one of the biggest gaps that kids experience in Nigeria is the fact that there's, quite frankly, not enough balls and not enough high-quality balls. And now that we have 2,000 more balls than there were last week, I anticipate that the amount of play time will double, and that will fundamentally increase the amount of activity that we have in the sport. It can only be good for the sport.
Well, we are so excited. The Nigerian School Sports Federation is a multifaceted sports organization, and we are glad that we are into flag football. One ball, one flag, one future, thanks to Browns Nigeria. We are excited because every school in Nigeria will now have American football to now play with. And we are excited. We are into basketball, we are into volleyball, we are into football, and now we are into flag football. So we are excited to partner with the Federation to ensure that this sport is developed and well exposed in Nigeria.
Before now, this team came to the Air Force Base during the Logistic Command Intra-Command Sports Competition, and they give us a bit of display of the modern rugby that we are seeing today, tagged flag football. This is a new development and which we at the Air Force community, we are trying to key in to see how it will be developed, even at our own grassroots. It's a good idea, and I hope with time it will be a welcome development globally.